Alright, hello everybody and welcome to Season 1 of the United Showdown Association. I am Jake, Jack of Spades Man, coach of the Boston Blackjacks, yet again, but this time we actually have the mascot, Bisharp himself. So let me go over quickly my team, why I drafted what, and my sets for this week. So, I started off in the draft. Let me go in order, if it's available. Draft. Okay. So my first pick, I picked Clefable. So Clefable is a Pokemon that I've used in Draft League before, and it's wildly strong. Having access to Unaware and Magikarp gives you a lot of options week to week. Wish Pass, Stealth Rock, it just has access to so much. It's a great fairy type, and I knew it would be valuable, and having the 8th pick, I wanted to get a great fairy right from the start. So my next pick was Bisharp. So I originally went into the draft thinking I would draft Mega Absol, but I think that got taken round 1, so I was like, alright, I need a Dark type, and then I was like, is that the part where I wanted Mega Gallade, or is that later? Mega Gallade. Yeah, so then I was like, alright, I'll take Mega Gallade. Those both work really great with Clefable because of just switch-ins. They're phenomenal together. And then Gallade got taken, and I hadn't thought of my Mega, and I said, alright, I want Bisharp, I want my mascot, and it's... Even though it only serves a few purposes in Draft League, like, or its moveset isn't that wide, it gets the job done, and I love Bisharp. It is my favorite Pokemon. I just wanted it on the team, honestly. The next Pokemon I drafted was my Mega, and I saw that I had a Fairy Steel Core. I wanted to pick up a Dragon, and I said, hey, Mega Garchomp's not terrible. Let me just pick it up. I don't regret it, but it's really not the greatest Mega. Anyways, I will get to that later. Next, I wanted to start my Fire Water Grass Core, and I started off with Sarina. I think it's a phenomenal Pokemon. Access to Rapid Spin, Synthesis, Drop Kick. Now it has access to Power Whip, Knock Off, U-Turn. It has access to a lot of moves, and I think it has relatively good bulk and a high attack stat that really makes it shine, especially with its ability, Queenly Majesty, that doesn't let it get priority attack. So, if anyone drafted Linoon, I knew I could bring something like Scarf Sarina and beat it. My next Pokemon pick was Ribombee. So, I started to realize, hey, my team's pretty slow, and Garchomp also, Mega Garchomp, needs some setup, or some speed in order for it to be good. So I got a Web Setter, and I have to say, after looking at Ribombee, being able to set Sticky Web and Quiver Dance, it's really scary after running some calcs. Not to mention, its typing offensively is pretty solid. All around, I think it's a cool Pokemon. I think Ribombee's awesome. Really happy I got to pick it up. My next Pokemon was Jellicent, which I use a lot in the PBL. It is one of my favorite Pokemon. I think this Pokemon's phenomenal. Access to a wide move pool, reliable recovery, extremely high bulk in all its defensive stats, access to Will-O-Wisp, and incredible defensive typing. I don't think Jellicent as a tier 4 is even fair. That is a steal. My next pick was Volcanion, because at this point I needed a fire type, and I needed something decent. And I was like, alright, screw it, I'll get Volcanion. This is probably my most disappointing pick. I really wanted Delphox, but you settle for what you can get. Next up, I drafted Gigalith. I didn't even realize it was available until this late, and I'm like, holy shit, I can actually get a Sand Setter for my Sandforce Garchomp. So that's awesome. I love Gigalith. Having access to weather, even if it doesn't fully support the team other than Garchomp, gives me a lot of room to ruin other weathers. If there's a rain-heavy team, sun-heavy team, any team that depends on it, I can switch the weather, and that's awesome. Gigalith is also extremely bulky on both sides of the spectrum thanks to its Sandstream ability. I really like Gigalith. Really happy I got that. The next Pokemon I decided to get was I was like, alright, I need a flying type. Let me pick up this Braviary from Tier 4. Heavy hitter, relatively bulky, has some setup moves, and needed a defogger, so I chose Braviary. And now I have 2 Defiant Pokemon, so Intimidate doesn't bother me at all. The next Pokemon I picked up was Gallade. So this was originally, I was like, I need Mega Gallade. And I still needed a Psychic and a Fighting Pokemon on my team, so I picked up Gallade. And I know I'm not explaining this well, but I'm just going through my thought process. And then I needed a fast Pokemon, and I needed an electric Pokemon, and I said, screw it, Manectric. I was originally going to pick up Raichu because it does have access to Nasty Plot, as well as just a wider move pool. Manectric's pretty simple in what it can run. I really want to trade that, but I can't think of what to trade it for. So that's my team. As you can see it here laid out nicely. Mega Garchomp, Clefable, Bisharp, Sarina, Jellicent, Braviary, Manectric, Ribombee, Volcanion, Gigalith, Gallade. So relatively slow, but with this sticky web support, helpful, and all around pretty bulky. I mean, Sarina, Jellicent, Volcanion is Fire, Water, Grass Core, really bulky. 2 of them having Recovery. Ribombee has Webs and Speed. Mega Garchomp is a bulky Mega, Clefable's bulky, Bisharp has Priority, Braviary is relatively bulky. I like bulky offense. Gallade has some speed. I mean, not my fastest team, which is upsetting for me. I have 2 Pokemon above 100 speed. The rest are absolutely trash. But I have a lot of high HPs or middle HPs, high attack, high special attack. I like the team. I like the team. If I could trade anything away, it would be Manectric and Volcanion. Not exactly gonna say what exactly I'd trade them for, but yeah. So that's my team. And this week's matchup, they very nicely do this. I am up against JT's. So let's go to JT's page. So he has Mega Heracross, Latios, Cresselia, Crobat, Electivire, Alomomola, Lilligant, Mudsdale, Skuntank, Slurpuff, and Nihilego. So my first thoughts on this team were, okay, my Sticky Web is useless against him. He has a Latios, a Cresselia, and a Crobat, all which dodge that. Latios defogs, and threatens my team and my Mega. So Sticky Web's going to be useless this week. But that didn't necessarily mean Ribombee would be useless, right? So, let's reconnect. This is my week 1 team. And so all my Pokemon are named after my good friends in my really, really good Pokemon friends. And here's all of them. Leonard the Garchomp, Aaron the Clefable, Jan the Bisharp, Danny the Sarina, T-Cowl the Knights of Wario Land, or Ryan the Jellicent, Clayton the Braviary, Chuppa the Manectric, Zach the Ribombee, Wacka the Volcanion, Egg the Gigalith, and Ian the Gallade. So those are their names. Here are the sets for the week. Ribombee with a set of Bug Buzz, Quiver Dance, Moonblast, and Z-Psychic. Ability Shield Dust. I don't have to worry about anything sleeping me from his team. Lilligant can actually put me to sleep, but I feel Shield Dust is nicer, can't get frozen, paralyzed, etc. Before Quiver Dance, I'm faster than his entire team, barring Crobat. And after 1, I'm faster than his entire team, barring Scarf Crobat. So I realized Bug Buzz just handled Cress, handled Lilligant, did tons of damage to his team. Moonblast took out Heracross, did good neutral damage to his whole team. And Psychic, I calced it, and it doesn't always one-shot Crobat. It can't one-shot Nihilego. And that's when I was like, okay. I almost ran Expert Belt, but then I ran Calcs on Nihilego. Life Orb, I don't like on setup Pokemon, because your setup Pokemon is trying to win the game. You don't want it to get chipped and then kill itself, right? So I opted for Z-Psychic, which at +1, one-shots Nihilego, and by that logic, one-shots Crobat. So hopefully that works out. The next Pokemon I brought, a little unorthodox of a pick. Hold on a moment. A little unorthodox of a pick, you may think, just because his Mega Heracross is there. But I mean, okay, it beats Latios, it beats Cresselia. What can he switch into this thing? What can he switch in? I don't think he can switch in anything. So I have enough speed to outspeed Adamant Heracross. I mean, I don't want to play around with it, but in case it comes down to it and he's running Adamant Heracross, I will be able to outspeed that and one-shot it with a Swords Dance Iron Head. So Life Orb, I've had a discussion with a lot of people in the league discussing Life Orb as a good item in Draft League, and I had to run some calcs, and I realized, yes, Life Orb is the item I need for Bisharp here. Expert Belt doesn't work because I'm not hitting everything super effectively. Dread Plate or Black Glasses doesn't work because I need to hit things with Iron Headstrong. Z-Move is already on Rabombi, so I chose Life Orb. And I think that's my best pick. Next Pokemon is Garchomp, which actually against his team works pretty well. So the only things that outspeed it are Latios, that threatens it, Crobat, Electivire, Nihilego. So I am running a fast Mega Garchomp with Sandveil, just in case I need to switch in and, I don't know, dodge a move 1 in 4 times. In the main set, Swords Dance, Outrage, Earthquake, Substitute. So Substitute to try to set up a sub on something that can't really affect me as much, or like Lilligant that wants to put me to sleep, Alomomola that may want to switch in, Swords Dance, obviously to boost my attack to skyrocket levels, and I chose Outrage because his only fairy type is Slurpuff, which, I mean, if it switches in, I Outrage, miss, and either like switch out or hit it with an Earthquake and kill it. And he doesn't have a Steel type on his team. He has no Steel type, so he can't safely switch into this. And it allows me to one-shot so many Pokemon that I shouldn't with Dragon Claw. Next Pokemon is Gigalith, obviously the Sand Setter, with Rock Tomb in order to get something speed down to make these Pokemon's jobs easier. Stealth Rock because, I mean, chipping away at teams is always good. Earthquake for Electivire and Nihilego. And Toxic just to spread some damage. This spread allows me to survive a lot of nonsense, like, it's like 3 hit KO'd by Electivire's Life Orb, Adamant, Wild Charge. I just wanted a benchmark to hit, because I didn't really need that much attack. And I have enough special defense to, like, survive Latios every time. I can't survive Mega Heracross. This Pokemon's disgusting. 185 attack is nothing to scoff at. So I should be pretty good with this spread. Very happy with it. Yeah, this is just enough to outspeed Latios. The rest is in HP, defense. I chose 248 just because it +1. If you hit 289, yes, you're going to hit a higher special attack stat, but technically you're wasting half a point. It's a really silly logic in my opinion, even though it's me who was like, yeah, I should always run even numbers with +1 boosting attacks. This is just something I always do. It's really goofy of me, and it's probably stupid, but that's what I do. So there's Bulk there. Next is Scarf Braviary. So I want to be sure I can hit everything hard. This gets Steel Wing, right? And Zen Headbutt. So I considered running Sheer Force with maybe Zen Headbutt to hit Nihilego, or I might actually run Steel Wing so I can hit Slurpuff. But I wanted Return just because if I don't want to do recoil to myself and I have a chance to win the game, I just want to be able to dish out heavy damage. U-Turn allows me to get momentum, Brave Bird allows me to destroy Heracross, and Defog just lets me get rid of hazards, and I don't have that on my team. And the last Pokemon is Clefable with Moonblast, Wish, Toxic, Protect, Max Defense, 252 HP. Very standard, not sure if I need to explain this. Toxic allows me to wear things down, Wish allows me to get HP back on Pokemon, Protect goes with Wish, and Moonblast just hits everything really well. So big boy threats are Mega Heracross. I have no switch-in. I have no switch-in at all. I have to be in a position where he can't switch in Heracross to me. Latios, not too much of a threat. I have this, I have this, I I have this, I have this. Cresselia, really bulky, but I have this. I have this, I have this. I have Toxic on 2 of my Pokemon. Crobat, if it's set up, could be scary, but I feel like I can beat it with Garchomp or, not Bisharp, but Gigalith. Gigalith can beat it. Scarf Braviary also does a good job, allowing me to outspeed his entire team. I forget what this is supposed to outspeed, but I know what it... It's like, just in case I get knocked off, I want to be able to outspeed this Pokemon. Alomomola is bulky, but all my setup Pokemon set up on it. I'm not worried. Lilligant, not worried about. Mudsdale, kind of scary. Just because I have nothing to hit it super effectively on my team. But hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Slurpuff, if it's Belly Drum, could be scary, I guess. Probably. I'm not too worried about it, though. I don't think he'll be in that position to beat me. And Nihilego. Nihilego is very scary. So if it's carrying... No, Hidden Power Fighting's illegal. Hidden Power Fighting Nihilego is illegal because it always has to have 3 perfect IVs, meaning that it can never hit Bisharp super effectively with that and one-shot it. I mean, if it's carrying HP Fire, that's my own damn fault. But it beats my setup sweeper. It beats this. If it has HP Ice, it walls this. I have this to beat it. This doesn't beat it. And this walls it depending on if it has an HP a Hidden Power. So, I am ready to get into the match. Let me ask my opponent. And I will pause and be right back. Alright, so we are back and being challenged by JTs. I'm nervous, but I'm confident. I'm confident we can win. So Mega Heracross is here. No Mega Latias, or no Latios. What else did he opt not to bring? No Electivire, no Lilligant, no Skuntank, no Slurpuff. So kind of what I expected. Also kind of not. Damn. I don't know why he said damn. Why would he say damn? Why am I Dawn? Why is my avatar Dawn? No, fuck. Avatar 68. I'm Flint. Let me put the link in the Discord. So, what do I want to lead? Great question. I think I want to lead off with Gigalith and just get rocks up. If he goes Heracross, I go Clef, I believe. And that's what I have to do. His only rocks clearer is Crobat, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, so that's his lead. I'm gonna click Stealth Rock, and I get rocks up. He probably clicks U-turn, and thinks it's safe. Little does he know it's totally safe. Yep. So he's just gonna go Heracross here. Fine by me. Fine by me. I go Clefable. He gets up sub. No problem. I go for Moonblast. He clicks SD. Fine by me. I can actually afford to lose this run here. Really not that worried. So he does that. I'm going to take this opportunity to go into Bisharp if he wants to defog here. Which he doesn't. He opts not to. So I'm gonna click... Do I want to click knockoff right away? Or do I want to go Gigalith? I don't know this thing's set. Based on... No, I can't judge anything from the Heracross set. I mean, there's really nothing there for me to dissect. Do I want to go back into Gigalith, though? I kind of want to click knockoff. Yeah, I'm just going to click knockoff, which kind of lets him bring in his Heracross freely here. I do need to keep this around, primarily for Cresselia. Oh, he just goes into his Alomomola and I get the knockoff. So I get rid of his leftovers. I'm just going to click Swords Dance on either probably a Wish. Yeah, he goes for Wish. And I think I'm gonna click Swords Dance again. Yeah, I click Swords Dance again. And I'm gonna click Knockoff now. And that's a dead Mudsdale. Mudsdale's out of the way, which is really good for Rabombi winning. I think Rabombi wins now. All I need to do is get to +1. That just destroyed it, what the hell? So this comes in, I'm gonna click Ironhead, hopefully he's not Jolly Max Speed. He is Jolly Max Speed. I don't think it's time for Rabombi though. I think it might be time for Garchomp. No. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go Rabombi. And I'm just going to click Moonblast. Unless he doesn't want to lose this. Oh my god. It would be so good if I went for Quiver Dance in 1 here. I'm doing it. I am doing it. This could be a choke. I don't think it is. Yes, okay. 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 Psychic should be able to KO from this range. Nice. Nice. Alright. Rabombi! Rabombi's a beast! Rabombi's so good! Bring in Nihilego, I dare you. Shattered Psyche. It's gone. Crass is here. No, it's not. Bug Buzz. Gone. I'm clicking Quiver Dance. Can't do anything to me. Shield Dust is a good ability. Yeah, no, I move Blast. And it's gone. And Heracross is Bug Buzz. Not much to say on that game. I think I played very well. I took a couple risks, which were letting Bisharp go down, because I was scouting for Adamant, Jolly, and that was the whole point of my Bisharp in that game. Well, not to scout that, but I mean, it did its job. It took out the biggest threat to Ribombee. That was the one Pokemon I had no chance of one-shotting under any circumstances. But, I mean, the crit on Cresselia hurt. I doubt it mattered, because Cresselia, once I was at +1 once I was at +1, there wasn't anything it could really do to me. Even if it had Ice Beam, it wouldn't be able to freeze me, and it wouldn't be able to get off enough with Moonlight. Even if it was able to Toxic me, I doubt it would be able to stall, and even if it could, I would have been able to beat his Alomomola and his Heracross. But yeah, good job, Ribombee. Good job, Zach. I have to go tell my friend Zach the good news that he just destroyed. So yeah, thanks for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. I don't normally say that. If you are from the USA, not the country, the United States, or the United Showdown Association, please tell me, or, oh my god, I'm so out of it. Please subscribe, so you don't miss my stuff. I normally don't upload anything other than these Pokemon videos, so you won't be sub-box spammed. But yeah. Link to the team I will always put in the description below, link to the music I will put in the description below, and I will always also leave a link to my Twitter down below. Follow that for bullshit memes about me and my Pokemon VGC friends, and me being a dumbass. Yeah. Thank you all for joining me. Goodbye.